Hello, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader on Friday, the 21st of February. Wow, what a Nasdaq sell-off. Wow, I did not expect this. I wasn't shocked to see the market sell off again, but I didn't see this coming. So, hey, that is the life of trading the Nasdaq. We sometimes have these major sell-offs. Where did we go today? From about the 20, where did we open? Somewhere here around the 22,200s all the way down here to the 667. So gosh, almost 600 point sell-off. Unbelievable. And unfortunately, I had a pretty bad red day, down $1,615, and all on my key level trades. I'm so upset with myself. I just fought the trend, and finally the trend won, and I had to suck up a bad red day on those accounts. Thankfully, the other accounts are green. Let's do a quick dive into the kind of the weekly summary. So this is where we're at. Made $100 on the hitchhiker setups today. There's a story there I'll get to. Lost $450 on the key level trades and made $20 on the 940 trade. So the hitchhiker accounts were up about 140. The key level trades we lost about 180. And on the 940 trade, we made about 300 this week. So that's kind of the weekly report. So overall, we didn't do a lot of damage. As a whole, we're green for the week. And yeah, I'm the most disappointed here, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. Let's dive into TradeZilla and just take a quick look there so you can kind of see where we're at. 16.14 was the loss today, 46% win rate. Average win to loss, not very good. And if we go down to see the month, we are still green. We're still green on the month by 700. We are green for 2 consecutive weeks, even though there's quite a splattering of red this week. And I think the big lesson here goes into the fact of keeping the red days to a minimum, even though today was a big red day. Today was the worst red day of the month. And let's see it. No, it's not the worst one for the year. Yeah, I had a couple really big ones in January. So, but anyway, it is the worst one for the month of February. And if we can just, make that the worst one and not repeat it, we'll be good. But yeah, glad for the big green day on Monday. It definitely helped out, and definitely glad for the small red days over the last couple of days. So glad that, I guess I should clarify, I'm glad that those were not big red days. So, but yeah, that is kind of the gist of where the trading was at. I'm not going to go through all the trades. I did take quite a few. What you're looking at here, let's move, because I locked myself out from trading around 11 o'clock, which I had kind of anticipated that I'm not going to trade past about midday. So we had the big move down, and then I made some really stupid trades. I made some money with these accounts today, but I also made some really stupid trades, and that was really the undoing. So the first one, I caught a nice little bounce on these. As I saw these wicks coming in, I thought, all right, we're going to get a bounce off the 100, which was an area that I've been talking about. Got a little winner there. And then here I tried again, and this was ultimately a loss, a small loss. And then this one here was really stupid. I wasn't paying attention, and earlier this morning I checked on news, and I knew that there was news coming out, and I entered this trade right about the 10 o'clock hour. And again, I was just looking for this consolidation, and this was just a very dumb trade. When this one failed, there was absolutely no reason to get into this trade until we had some kind of a confirmation. I did not trade well today. And got in there, and then that big wick pushed that thing down, and I had a lot of slippage. That should have been a $120 loss, and I actually ended up with a almost $70 loss because of the violent move down and the slippage on the stop. So that was a bad one. And then I reclaimed that right here on this bounce off the next level and caught a nice win there. And then I stupidly entered this one because I was afraid I was going to miss the move up. I was looking for this move up all day. And honestly, I was trading with FOMO, fear of missing out. And I jumped in, got stopped out there again. And it just kind of went from bad to worse. I kept on trying to look for the bottom and trying to buy the bottom. And I just kept losing. Like this one here, really stupid trade. Nice push out. The bad thing here, I entered right here off this wick and got my first couple profit targets, and then I got stopped out here on my stop loss almost to the tick, and then it ripped up, I stupidly jumped in, got stopped out. And then here I re-entered after the pullback in this green candle. I re-entered here. And then this stopped me out to the tick, and then it ripped higher. That really, 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 really frustrated me. So that was kind of that was the last trade of the day. But just the entries weren't that good. The volatility was pretty high. There was a lot of volume, so there was a lot of movement going on. I mean, a lot of the, you know, from this trade here, that's 20 points. It looks like nothing. So it was just not a very good trading discipline day by myself. So let's look at the hitchhiker. That is the other one I wanted to talk about. I only took a couple of trades. I had a loss here this morning, looking for this to continue down. Had a loss there, and then I only took two, I guess. The only other one I took, this was, go back to what I just talked about. This was where I got shot in the tick on that key level trade here, which put me down 450. I was so confident that this is, and again, I wasn't giving up, so, you know, stupid me, I guess, but that was so frustrating after I got shot in the tick twice, here and here, that I decided to enter this trade with the hitchhiker setup and take a key level trade, and that's what I did. So I did deviate from the hitchhiker setup, but again, as I've been talking, the key level trades have worked out extremely well for me if, and this is the big if I am disciplined in my entries, which I was not today. So that's on me. But if I am disciplined and I'm waiting for really good entries, I have done very well. So that's why I took this trade and ended up getting out of there with a really nice winner. What was that? About $140 trade, which put those accounts up to $100 a piece. So that's that. I'll take a quick look here at I did mismanage the 940 trade a little bit. I was really nervous about this because it did trigger short and I did not like it. I mean, ultimately we ended up selling off quite a bit, but it hit my first profit target at 10 points. And I just really got cold feet here and moved my stop to break even. And I got stopped out, and I could have got out of that trade with at least 20 points. So if I would have been patient, it would have hit my 20-point target. So I would have had two contracts off at 10 and two contracts off at 20, which means I would have had about a $200 trade there. And then I could have killed it, you know, however I wanted to. And the way I managed it, because I just panicked and closed it out basically by moving my stop to break even, I only ended up with a $20 trade. So a little bit sad that I didn't execute that a little bit better. That's on me. But again, I'm happy that at least we didn't go red on that, and it is what it is. So that's a wrap. But wow, what a move. What a move. I haven't really paid much attention to the big picture 4-hour chart. You can see this thing has really sold off, and we are kind of in that area where we'll see where this thing goes. But nope, I don't want the horizontal line, I want a line. If you look at this from a trend perspective, this to me is kind of the pullback for a continuation bullish move. We have very largely fallen out of that today, so we could be looking, I mean, this could rebound and go back up again. It's not like it has to stay on this trend line, but in my opinion, that's something to look at. I mean, if you even take this all the way down here, very much looking like maybe this thing has turned bearish. And are these big rejections that we've been seeing over the last, you know, really this month, is that really going to push this? Has this pushed this market down? And are we now going to be looking into more of a bearish trend for the foreseeable future? We shall see. But that is definitely something to look at, something that I'll be keeping my eyes open for. ES, kind of a similar picture. Let's move this to a, let's move this to an hourly chart. Maybe we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, again here on the hourly chart, if you do the same thing on kind of the trend, It's not as pronounced on ES, so I don't know. I guess I haven't looked at this, so haven't really planned on how I wanted to talk through this. But just looking at this kind of with you right now, again, ES also looking like maybe we are looking into a potential change from a kind of a bullish trend into more of a bearish trend. So we shall see. Again, this could totally rebound on Monday morning and pop, or even here in the next half hour. This is like 3:30 in the afternoon. This could totally bounce, and we could continue on the trend we were in and make a, one little blip down and back up we go. But anyway, we shall see. But I didn't execute well today, paid the price. Happy to be green on the week, happy to be green on the month, and the accounts are still intact. So we'll be back at it on Monday. How's that? All right. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for following along. Thanks for using code BCT on the Take Profit and Apex prop firms. And thanks, new subscribers. And hope you guys had a better day than I did today. And keep your head up. Let's keep trading well. And let's get these accounts to payouts, all of us. Take care. And so long.